The iPrint is Apple's newest innovation that will change the current environment of traditional printing. It is the next generation of printers. The iPrint merges printing with portability and convenience to become a handheld wireless printer whilst also being environmentally friendly. It allows consumers to print on the go anywhere at any time. The device has refillable ink cartridges that are usable for 3,500 prints before a replacement is required, containing the ability to print onto multiple surfaces that can be straight, curved, rough, or uneven. The device connects wirelessly to devices and has a sleek and simple design of existing Apple products and advertising, thus integrating into the company's current ecosystem.
The launch of any product requires a pestle analysis to maximise opportunities and minimise threats. Politically, the iPrint will benefit from Australia's fair and transparent government, by which there are schemes in place to support Australian businesses such as the Coronavirus SME scheme. Due to COVID-19, the world is experiencing an economic crisis. The Treasury estimates throughout 2020 the economy will contract by 3.75%. This fall in the economy could add difficulties in launching a product successfully due to reduced spending power. From a socio-cultural outlook, researchers discovered over 4.3 million Australians have been working from home during the pandemic, which will likely increase the demand for printers, making the iPrint a viable solution. Technologically, Australia has the reputation of adopting new technologies at a quicker rate than many other countries. Having spent billions on the adoption of new technologies each year, the iPrint is highly likely to be a success. The iPrint is very environmentally friendly, utilising eco-friendly inks. This differs to other large printers where the ink often contains pollution-causing chemicals. This creates a competitive edge for the iPrint. Lastly, there are numerous laws implemented, such as fair trading laws in Australia, to ensure safety. It is of best interest to consider all laws, as if they are not followed, government departments could step in.
The Apple iPrint is likely to be met with fierce competition due to the innovative nature of the information technology market. Fortunately, many of Apple's largest competitors such as Dell, Samsung, and HP do not currently manufacture products which are direct competitors to the iPrint. Advantageously, the most prevalent direct competition to the iPrint are small, less known, online crowd-funded businesses such as the Selpic P1 and the PrintCube. Apple's substantial advantage in regard to access to funding and existing brand equity generates an undeniable competitive advantage against its direct competitors. Reinforcing this advantage and in line with Apple's brand image is the iPrint's innovative nature, which creates additional value for consumers. These advantages include increased printing width, environmental consciousness, extended battery life, long-lasting cartridges, invisible ink, and skin-safe ink. And finally, the consumption advantage offered by indirect competitor products such as ink stamps, screen printing technology, regular office printers, and thermal printers are combined in the iPrint, with the additional benefits of portability, device connectivity, digital customization, and a sleek design.
So for our SWOT analysis, we analysed our strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats of the product and our business. And our strengths were that we're an established brand, we have a very large, loyal consumer base, we've got great brand recognition across the global market, and we also have very large market share in other products like phones and computers. And we are also introducing the first mobile handheld printer, which should be a great advantage for us. Our weaknesses are that this is a first generation product, so it's a little bit risky putting it into the market. There's also a risk that it could be incompatible with other devices that are not made by Apple because we haven't worked with them so closely. And also the dependence on a mobile device to function could also be a limitation when selling the device. And finally, the average person may not be able to justify spending the money on a portable printer. It might not be useful enough for them. For opportunities, we're entering into a small business market, so that means there's little competition that we need to watch out for when introducing it. And then we're also expecting constant consumer growth year over year for this product because there is a gap in the market for a small portable printer. And then also we're going to be putting our sales, or a lot of them, online, so we can reach broader markets and we can increase our sales volume as well. And finally, threats to the iPrint are that it's going to be released in a global pandemic, so it's likely that it will have a decrease in sales over the expected results, and then it also might affect the market position of this product. And then secondly, the premium pricing may also affect how it will be adopted in emerging markets, and then also the premium pricing could hinder the growth too.
Our first main marketing objective is to increase the conversion rate by 25% after 1 year of release. We can measure this through the number of interactions received from online marketing, including the website and video advertisement links. We can then decide on whether modifications to the promotions are required to create more interest. Our second objective is to become the most used product by small businesses within 1 year of release. There will be a simple questionnaire upon purchase where customers can state their demographic. We can then determine whether the iPrint suits a different demographic that we didn't expect. Our final objective is to generate revenue of at least $19 million after 3 months. We should generate that amount if we sell 100,000 units. This will help in assessing the performance of sales staff and to adjust any strategies that may need improving. The iPrint is targeted at the millennial generation as well as working professionals who are brand conscious and always on the go. This target market generally includes both males and females between the ages of 15 to 40. These individuals are tech savvy and value modernism, environmental consciousness, and openness to change. The iPrint will encourage creativity in these individuals as well as assist with business endeavors in aspects like packaging and branding, now becoming more convenient and simple.
iPrint will be positioned within the Apple brand, therefore having a high quality and perceived status, thus creating a physique of a prestigious item amongst customers, but not exclusive, allowing everyone to experience the product. Being an Apple product, it will carry the Apple name and the brand image, therefore the consumer can be assured that it will carry Apple philosophy of quality, service and sustainability, and having Apple support for many years to come. The iPrint will provide consumers with an environmentally friendly choice and a waste-decreasing printer. There is currently a gap in the market for convenient printing. However, the iPrint will maximise on this gap and place it within a market of its own, providing Apple with a competitive advantage. In true traditional Apple style, it will be introduced at an Apple event and a direct channel approach will be used, like all Apple products, and will be available for purchase in Apple stores. This will add another product to the Apple lineup and create more loyalty from Apple consumers and build brand equity.
The portable printer being presented today is redesigning the way people will print. It is a portable printer called the iPrint. It has the ability to print up to 26mm in width with integration into the Apple ecosystem of products, ranging from iOS, iPadOS, and macOS compatible devices. It has a built-in battery which can be charged through Apple's Lightning charging connector, making the one charging cable for all Apple devices. Printing while being environmentally friendly and sustainable is what Apple is all about. Therefore, in our commitment to be carbon neutral by 2030, in accordance with our paper and packaging strategy, it will have efficient packaging to reduce our environmental footprint. Each cartridge will be able to print up to 1,000 continuous prints, and cartridges will be recyclable. This will be the first portable printer on the market, giving consumers convenience at quarter size, saving time, money, space, and effort. The pricing methodology for the iPrint will be a combination of the price skimming method and the bait and hook method. Having the iPrint reasonably priced allows many consumers to have the ability to purchase the iPrint that is not too far out of their price range or budget. The price skimming technique will also allow for a quick break-even point to mitigate the risk of the project. Further information on this will be presented in the financial section of this presentation. The iPrint being a product relying on cartridges to function, a bait and hook model will be utilized. This is also known as the razor blade model, in which the iPrint will be the bait and the gateway to getting consumers to purchase ink cartridges, and ink cartridges being the hook. This will create revenue stream even after the consumer has purchased the iPrint and retained customers. The iPrint module will be priced at $199 per unit, and cartridges will be at $79 per unit. A subscription model will also be implemented to create even further revenue stream at $279 per year, with one cartridge available for order every quarter. Included in the price is Apple's core philosophy and aftercare service, included with warranty and extended warranty available for purchase for Apple Aftercare. A price reduction will be considered to allow differences in consumers to purchase the product when a second generation product is revealed and released, or when the demand shift for the product changes.
The iPrint will be announced alongside a major hardware release like an iPhone at an event such as WWDC. It will be classed as an add-on product, with its main features being that it's a highly portable printer that's very efficient in the energy usage and ink consumption department. Advertising will be mainly targeted at both males and females who are between the ages of 15 to 40. It's a wide range, but it's targeted like this because of the ease of use and versatile functionality of the iPrint. Apple advertised through a large variety of advertising mediums, whether that be newspapers or on TikTok. The distribution of the iPrint will be through the producer, retailer, consumer route, as this makes it easier for us to focus on the quality and leave the distribution of the product to the suppliers. And this is easily achieved as the product doesn't have very many customizable parts that change from consumer to consumer. And finally, consumers will likely want to physically touch, handle, and try the product, and that's why we're having display models in retail stores so consumers can try this new product and get a sense of ownership, and hopefully it will lead to more sales down the line.
iPrint's main cost would be the manufacturing of the units that make up the overall package, which includes a ruler, a USB charging cable, an ink cartridge, a printer, and a user manual. The initial sales price for one package is $199, and there is a potential return of $79 as the estimated cost to produce one package is $120. By utilizing Apple's existing subcontracting and distribution networks, the variable cost would be limited to sales commissions, direct labor costs, cost of raw materials, and marketing costs. It's estimated that the variable cost would be $12 million, and in order to produce the components and to prepare the distribution networks, there will be a fixed cost of $5 million. The break-even point will be reached when around 60,000 units are sold. From this point on, a profit will be made with every additional unit sold above this number, and a secondary market in the ink cartridge of $79 would also add to the profits. After 100,000 units are sold, total gross revenue will be around $19 million.
Apple can effectively implement the iPrint into a relatively untapped market by educating the public on its functionality and providing a positive first impression. This can be done through staged demonstrations, notably Apple's Worldwide Developers Conference and hands-on trials at the Apple Store. Understanding consumer opinions will allow us to uncover possibilities for future innovations and product improvements. Assessing the effectiveness of the marketing plan's ability to meet objectives can be evaluated through appropriate performance metrics. The iPrint's profitability can be measured through metrics such as total sales volume, sales revenue, and break-even analytics, whilst consumer reception and public reaction can be evaluated according to ad awareness, conversion rates, and initial sales volume. Apple's new innovation, the iPrint, will solidify their position as an industry leader in the portable printing market and enhance overall brand image. The iPrint has great potential for expansion, and thus Apple recommends line extensions, offering additional features and a wider range of prices for greater accessibility. The iPrint will take printing to a new level, innovating within its market and expanding as the product develops throughout its lifetime. Thank you and happy printing!